Darren doing?
Yeah, good. He's full out. He was back in Friday, and just working him up to full fitness.
Are we at the point where everyone's available, besides the national players and obviously Nat, but outside of that, is everyone else available at this point?
Yeah, except Banga. Banga went down in the T2 game early in the game, 10th minute, had a little bit of a groin, which was disappointing. We wanted to get him a good run there, 60 minutes, and had to come out of the game. So we're still evaluating that, how long he'll be out, but he'll definitely be out this week.
How do you translate the momentum and enthusiasm from a game like Sunday's into a road game where you kind of have something to prove?
Yeah, I think anytime you play well and win, you can carry that momentum. Obviously we can't play the same lineup again. That would be nice. Looking forward to the day where I can play the same group, 2 games in a row after we've, won a game and had a good performance. But it's great to see, probably our best performance of the year in that first half, and to see us, attack and defend and play with balance and play with aggression like we want to. So that's huge for our confidence. We're going to have to put a few new guys in this next game. But with the guys that played, they'll take that confidence in the next game, and the guys that we picked to play need to step up and get the job done.
How big is it for guys like Vitas and Steven Taylor? Obviously play well, but also to get a goal.
Yeah, again, I think I've said it before, until you gain that collective belief, getting results and playing well together, all 11 guys, you don't have that synergy that's so important to winning. We got that synergy going last year, and I think this last game gives us a lot of momentum in getting that feeling, that winning feeling, collective belief going, and that's a huge positive at this stage in the season.
Can you compare Sunday's game with maybe the LA game last year, where we had that big second half in terms of the synergy you talk about and confidence?
Yeah, I think obviously that was a little bit later, but it's good for us to have a similar breakout type of game, and not only again does it show what we're capable of, but the group, I think having them feel that way of playing and to dominate and to score and to defend well and to get 3 points, that goes a long way.
Are the things you can show from the tape is okay, we did this, we got numbers forward,
Yeah.
that you reinforce?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime, I think, again, it started with training. We trained to play a certain way, and then it showed up in the game. It showed up in that first half. So that's a very good sign. And I think the more we continue to train that way and then play that way, and we'll show some video again this week to kind of continue to reinforce those pictures and encapsulate what we want to do, then the layers build and build and build, and we haven't been able to do that all year, because if you're changing a couple guys, or if you're game planning different, then you're not really locking in those tactics. You're not you're not able to build game after game. So hopefully we can, even though we have a couple changes, continue to play in that way and continue to get 3 points.
You guys have had some breakout offensive performances at home recently. It's been a little bit harder for you guys to find that scoring touch on the road. What do you need to do to maybe get the goals going away from home?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I always say this. You look at, everybody wants to lump in the total road, and I think there's reasons behind different games, if that makes sense. So DC, there's a reason why there. You can look at lineup system, who we had in. You can look at heat, these things. When you look at the 6 draws, in those games, we looked pretty good, overall. So, I'm a little bit hesitant to generalize, because ultimately every game on the road has been different, and some of those games have been very good. Some of them haven't been good. But I think just in general, can we play more consistent home and away and not, deviate So I think can we, from here on out, just have more of a set way of playing home and away, and we can't have a set lineup yet because we have to change a few guys, but we'll get to the point where we're going to have more of just game in, game out continuity, and that's exactly the way we want it.
With Dallas, obviously top of the table, and it's a tough place to play. Both teams are going to be missing players. What are the challenges of, especially a game like this, at a tough place to play against them? Represent?
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, we're playing in this window. It's one of the few games, that we're playing in the window. Obviously, we had Nagby out at the end of the Copa America, but Dallas has 4 guys out as well that are gone. So I think they have challenges. We have challenges. They're a good team. We're a good team. We've had some success at Dallas, so that helps. But we've also had some games where they've, had our number. But we have won there, so that does help, I think, to give our guys some confidence, knowing we can do that. It'll be a fun game. It's a good game, good team. Obviously, the top of the table, but we've played other good teams, and it's going to take a good performance for sure. But we're not going to go in intimidated, that's for sure. We're not going to go in, reactionary. We're going to go in aggressive. We're going to go in to attack. We're going to go into, put pressure on them. They'll put pressure on us as well, so it'll make for a game that's exciting.
Was there an emphasis on getting numbers forward? Last week after the previous week, we had some counters where maybe when the guy makes a run, there's a chance. Was that something specific you focused on before Sunday's game?
Nah, we always train to get numbers forward, but it doesn't happen unless you keep the ball. It's pretty simple. Again, generalizations, are made, where you don't get numbers forward. But when you look at a 4-2-3-1, you're attacking with 4 players, and then the 5th player is from the outside back or holding mids. So you can't get numbers forward from your center backs. You can't get numbers forward from both holding mids at once or both outside backs at once. If you do that, then you have no balance. So, in the Seattle game, for instance, which I know what you're getting at, the generalization would be, well, they didn't get numbers forward that game. Well, you can't get numbers forward unless you keep the ball, because if all of a sudden we start flying our D-mids forward or outside backs forward when we don't have possession, then that's pretty silly. So, again, going into deeper elements of the game, you have to have the ball. And we had the ball more. And because we had the ball more, that allowed us now to release our outside backs. That allowed us now, to release a holding mid. But you can't release those guys unless you have possession.